Hello everyone, friends. It's been a while since we've been on camera or made any reviews for you. Today we decided to fix that and do a short review of an engine guard for KTM, Husqvarna and GasGas motorcycles. Colleague. This is an engine guard for KTM Husqvarna and GasGas motorcycles from model years 2024 to 2025, made for two-stroke engines with 200 cc displacement, 250 and 300 cubic centimeters. Alright friends, let's get started. In front of you is an engine guard for KTM, Husqvarna and GasGas motorcycles. This guard is suitable for motorcycles with a two-stroke engine of either 250 or 300 cubic centimeters and for model years 2024 to 2025. For KTM motorcycles, there is a slight difference because some models come with a progression link guard and some models come without a progression link guard, which is also called a linkage progression. Therefore, if the motorcycle model does not have a progression link, then accordingly the guard is supplied without this part. Since Husqvarna and GasGas motorcycles have a progression link, the guard for them comes with this part included. Let me briefly tell you about its features and what it is. First of all, it is of course made from durable 8mm plastic, as you can see. It absorbs impacts very well and does not bend. At the same time, it weighs only 1.1 kilograms. As you can see, it's a pretty lightweight guard. These flaps here can bend, but you really have to apply a lot of force to do so. And as you can see, they hold their shape very well. Friends, just look at the attention to detail. Look at how the guard itself is made. First of all the curves are really well crafted. There are no extra joints. Everything is made as a single piece. Also, what I really liked is how the mounting is done. First, they look very solid, that's one, and they look very reliable. Then the mounts themselves, the bolts, everything is made with high quality and at a high level. I also like the mounting here. Look, it's very thick and you can immediately tell that it secures the guard to the frame very reliably. All these elements are also made from durable plastic, and they absorb impacts very well. What can we see from underneath? Here there are hex bolts that are flush with the guard, all in one plane. So when you're riding over obstacles, none of these bolts get caught, they just slide right over. As a result, it's going to be very hard to damage them. In fact, I think it's pretty much impossible. The geometry is spot on, everything is really well made. It follows the curves of the engine and the frame. And most importantly, these large flaps protect the frame, the pump, and the motor. Really awesome. So what other advantages are there? Unlike aluminum protection, plastic slides very well over various obstacles. This makes it much easier for you to get over obstacles. Much simpler and easier. Why is that? Because aluminum protection, when it comes into contact with rocks, logs, or rubber, tends to hold you back. So what are the advantages of this protection compared to aluminum? First of all, the main thing, or rather actually two main things. Let's highlight the main advantages of this protection. First, it's the weight. Of course, it weighs less than the large aluminum guards that come with exhaust pipe protection. Here there is no exhaust pipe protection, but in any case, this guard weighs much less than aluminum. For example, this guard weighs 1 kilogram, 100 grams. An aluminum guard, if it's a large full-sized guard, it weighs about around 4 kilograms, 3 to 4 kilograms respectively. So here you're already winning in terms of weight. What other advantages does a plastic guard have over aluminum? A plastic guard slides much better over rocks. Accordingly, when overcoming obstacles, you don't get stuck anywhere. And the guard helps you slide over obstacles much more easily. Because unlike aluminum, which on any obstacle, whether it's a rock, a rubber tire, or some kind of log, as soon as you ride onto it, aluminum, due to its higher friction, slows you down and you have to push the motorcycle over the obstacle. With a plastic guard, you don't have these problems. It slides more easily, which in turn helps you get over obstacles more smoothly. What other advantage would I highlight for plastic? It's that plastic slightly absorbs and dampens vibrations better. So if you have an aluminum guard installed, the engine's vibration will create an extra sound that the motorcycle will make. A plastic guard doesn't have these issues because it dampens engine vibrations better. Also, another thing I'd like to highlight about this guard is how easy it is to install. To install it, you simply need to remove this part and attach it to the frame. What other advantage do I see in this guard? The first thing I like is that, as you can see, there are additional side openings here that help dissipate heat from the engine more effectively. There are also these large flaps here which protect engine components from side impacts in case of a fall. Let me show you again. These flaps are quite sturdy, meaning you really have to apply a lot of force to bend them at all. But since your engine components are already located here, they simply help protect the engine from damage. This makes traveling in tough conditions more reliable. Friends, I want to talk about the colors available for this guard. There are 6 unique colors. The first is black. There's also a white option. Red, orange, yellow, and blue are also available. I think everyone will find a color that suits them. By the way, a lot of people choose orange because it perfectly matches the KTM color. Obviously, for example, the guards for GasGas motorcycles are mostly red or sometimes black. And for other options like Husqvarna, it probably also depends on the plastic. Depending on what someone has, some choose white, others choose black. But in any case, each of you will find the optimal color for yourself. So please, you can always choose from the 6 unique colors available for this guard. Also, take a look at the holes made at the bottom of the guard. What do we see here? These holes do an excellent job of draining water or mud from this part. Because many aluminum guards don't have these features, and after riding for a long time through water or mud, a lot of dirt accumulates here, which only increases the weight of the guard itself and the motorcycle. And the rider just gets more tired because the motorcycle becomes heavier. There's also an extra hole here for convenience, specifically for changing the oil. So in order to change the oil on your motorcycle, you won't need to remove the guard completely. You just need to use this hole to remove the drain bolt, drain the oil, and screw it back in. This makes changing the oil much easier and faster. You don't need to remove the entire guard for this. Friends, as I mentioned earlier, one of the advantages of this guard over aluminum is that this guard can be installed quite quickly. It can be put on and just as easily and quickly removed. By the way, I wanted to draw your attention to this. I've just partially disassembled the guard. Take a look at how it's made, what kind of strong and durable plastic is used for the mounting elements. These are the bolts that attach this guard to the engine frame. Everything is done really well, very high quality. I really like this guard. Another important feature of this guard is that it has the Hardlight company logo on it. Friends, take a look at what the guard looks like from the underside. Don't pay attention to this, it's just a film. I haven't removed it yet. This is how everything is made. This element is installed like this. When you attach the guard, you simply bolt it to the frame from underneath. Everything happens very easily and quickly. Basically, you can install the guard in 2 to 3 minutes. No extra effort or instructions needed. Friends, to briefly sum up our short review, I want to say that the guard is really made with great quality. It truly is an excellent product for your motorcycle. If you want reliable protection while also reducing the weight of your motorcycle, then this guard is a perfect fit for your bikes. Once again, I want to mention that this guard is suitable for KTM, Husqvarna and GasGas motorcycles with a 2-stroke engine, 250 or 300 cubic centimeters, model years 2024 to 2025. Friends, to sum up, I want to say that our store offers the full range of Hardlight guards for more than 30 motorcycle models and different types, meaning there are about 100 different variations. Guards that we can offer you in various colors and for different motorcycle models from the newest to older model years. I think the oldest guard we have is for the 2004 KTM EXC 450 to 500. So we have options for practically any motorcycle. We'll be glad if you reach out to us and place your orders. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed our review and found it useful, and that you learned a bit more about the guards available in our store. I'd also like to mention that we offer protection not only for motorcycles, KTM, Husqvarna, GasGas, but basically for all major manufacturers that have enduro motorcycles, including motorcycles of Chinese production such as KO, Pitster Pro, for example. We have all of this available, every model for you to choose from, any color, everything is in stock. We'll always be happy to help you. I also want to mention that our store offers not only engine guards, but also radiator guards and chain guides, and in general quite a wide range of various accessories and protections for motorcycles. Everything is available on our website. Check it out. The link to our website will be in the pinned comment, so I'm always happy to help you. I also want to mention that we have a special promo code for new customers, giving a discount on your first order. It will also be in the pinned comment. Please visit our site and make a purchase. And I also want to add that we offer delivery of our products worldwide. So no matter where you are, we will always deliver our products right to your door. So until next time, have a great day, everyone. Bye.